Okay, so today we're undertaking, well, a pretty fascinating mission, I think.
Mhm.
We are diving deep into some excerpts from what looks like, a simple source. It's a children's book.
Right, my first day of school with Lina.
Exactly. And you might be thinking, okay, a kid's book. Why are we digging into a 5-year-old's first day?
But the thing is, this book, it's it's an incredibly clear template. Really accessible
For what
for
the?
managing these huge transitions,
Yeah.
right? And also preventing that feeling of, you know, information overload.
Whether you're 5 or like starting a massive new role somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
that.
the core of this deep dive. Our mission really is to kind of strip away the sweet story
Yeah, the narrative.
and pull out the essential knowledge, the emotional architecture behind it, and the practical tools.
Tools for kids and adults.
Absolutely. For facing any big first day. It's more than just a story. It's like a blueprint for resilience,
Yeah.
for managing that intense anxiety.
Okay, so let's set up Lina. She's, a sweet kid, loves stories, very attached to her teddy bear, loves cuddling mom. Pretty standard.
But then this milestone approaches.
Yeah.
First day of school.
And suddenly all that joy just vanishes. She's quiet, no smile. The book says just a small, heavy sigh.
Tomorrow's the day. And you could feel it. The anxiety's already kicked in.
Those pregame jitters, right?
Totally. And the source, it doesn't waste any time showing how physical this anticipatory anxiety really is.
Yeah, the second school comes up.
Bang! Lina gets hit with what we'd call a somatic stress response.
It's so visceral. Mom shares the news and Lena's tummy just goes, oh, the text nails it. Flip-flop, flip-flop.
That feeling. Everyone knows that feeling.
Oh, yeah.
It's the body basically screaming danger,
Yeah.
even if your rational mind knows it's just school.
And then the book does something really smart. It visualizes the mental chaos.
Right. The worries become these little stormy clouds in her head.
Little stormy clouds. I like that image.
And these clouds, they actually voice 3 really fundamental fears. Fears that honestly challenge us our whole lives.
Okay, let's unpack those because I
Yeah.
think these are pure gold for any adult listening, facing a new job, new city, whatever. What are the fears?
Okay, first cloud. What if I don't know anyone?
Ah, the classic social anxiety.
Exactly. It's the fear of belonging, social isolation. For adults, that sounds like, will I fit in? Will I find my people? Get the culture?
It's about psychological safety, isn't it? Finding your footing socially first.
It's often the biggest hurdle,
Yeah,
before you can even think about doing the job well.
makes sense. Okay, what's the second fear?
Second cloud asks Mom, what if you forget me?
Which for a 5-year-old is like literal terror,
Yes.
abandonment.
Right, but for an adult, it morphs into the fear of the safety net disappearing.
How do you mean?
Well, think about it. Starting a business, who's your backup? Changing careers, are you cutting ties with your old network, your support?
Ah, I see. It's the fear that the reliable stuff, the parent, the old boss, the system you knew, it's just gone, leaving you exposed.
Precisely. That's a really powerful way to think about it. It's less about being literally forgotten, more about losing that tether to safety.
Okay, that's a great reframe. And the third cloud.
The third one is maybe the most performance-oriented. What if I can't find my way?
Okay, so this is about competence.
Yeah, capability, competence. It's that feeling of being totally overwhelmed. I don't know the map. I won't know the rules, the systems, how things work here.
Like logging into some crazy complex new software on day one. Total panic.
Exactly that feeling.
So isolation, loss of support, and fear of incompetence. That's quite a storm brewing in her head.
It is, and it's all hitting her physically, too.
So how does mom deal with this? Because she doesn't just brush it off, which feels important.
Crucial. No, she uses 2 really key nonverbal moves first,
Yeah.
before she even tries logic.
Okay.
First, she does what we could call level-setting validation. She kneels down, gets on Lina's physical level.
Removes the power dynamic. Meets her where she is.
Instantly. Second, the hug. Tight physical contact. That's physical grounding. It's a direct counter to that internal flip-flop panic.
Right? Calm the body first.
Only then does she speak. And it's simple, direct reassurance. Oh, honey, I could never forget you. Addresses that specific fear.
That sequence validates physically, then respond verbally. That seems like a huge takeaway for any stressful conversation.
Absolutely. It lets the child or, hey, the stressed employee feel seen before you ask them to listen.
Makes sense. So after that connection, mom starts the reframing.
Yes, and it's deliberately positive cognitive reframing. She doesn't dwell on the scary unknown.
Instead.
She paints a picture. School is like a big house with toys, games, stories, and new friends.
Ah, changing the narrative. From scary institution to appealing big house.
Textbook cognitive reappraisal. She's actively coaching Lina to swap the negative emotional tag threat with a positive one opportunity. Play.
And does it work?
The source says, the cloud's got a tiny bit smaller. So yes, even a little shift is a win. The framing landed.
Okay, and the section ends with packing the backpack, which feels practical but also symbolic.
Totally. It's about agency, control. It's practical readiness meeting emotional comfort.
Teddy goes in first, the anchor.
Yep. Then the shiny water bottle, the practical tool. That act of preparing, even small steps like this, it helps turn that raw anxiety into, well, manageable anticipation.
Okay, so that's the mental prep done the night before, but the real test is the morning, right? How does that prep hold up against the actual moment?
Well, it's always tougher in the moment, isn't it? So we shift to the morning, and despite all that good work,
the anxiety spikes again.
classic acute adrenaline spike, you see it happen.
Yeah, the language is so simple but effective. Lina holding mom's hand tight, super tight, and her heart boom, boom, boom. When her heart like a big drum, that's pure panic.
That's the internal alarm system just blaring. And this is where the environment and the people in it become absolutely critical.
The external leadership.
Exactly. So now we focus on the teacher, Miss Sarah. She's the first contact point at the school itself.
And her actions are like a masterclass in creating psychological safety.
They really are. First, she meets them at the school gate.
Right. Not inside, but right at the point of friction, extending the welcome zone.
Huge. Then, she immediately bends down. There's that level setting again. Greets Lina by name.
Personalization makes it feel less institutional.
Instantly. And her voice.
Yeah.
Described as gentle like a lullaby. She's actively turning down the temperature of a potentially chaotic moment.
Creating a little bubble of calm.
Yeah, through personalized, calm attention. Think of the manager who actually prepares for the new person, knows their name, creates that soft landing.
So they get inside the classroom, books, toys, pictures everywhere. Stimulating, but maybe overwhelming too.
Could be. But Miss Sarah reads the room, emotionally speaking.
And she sees the other kids. Some kids laughed, some kids cried.
That's such a critical detail. Lina sees she's not the only one feeling big things. She's not weird. She's part of a whole spectrum of first-day feelings.
Right, she's not an anomaly.
Which leads right into Miss Sarah's absolute key moment of validation. This is a nugget for anyone leading a group through change.
Okay, what does she do?
Kneels down again, consistency. Looks Lina in the eye and says, it's okay to feel a little scared.
Simple acknowledgement. Doesn't dismiss it.
But then, the pivot. The really powerful part, she adds, lots of children feel that way on the first day.
The normalization piece.
That's it. That breaks the feeling of unique suffering. The worst part of anxiety can be thinking, it's just me. I'm the only one who can't handle this.
But hearing lots of children feel that way.
It shifts it. It's not a personal failing anymore. It's a shared human thing. Temporary, normal.
Takes the shame out of it.
Completely. And then she gives a simple, doable instruction. Stay close. We'll discover fun things together.
No pressure to be brave or instantly competent. Just stick with me, we'll figure it out.
Exactly. Proximity and shared discovery. And that realization, maybe she wasn't the only one, that lets Lina give a little nod. The internal pressure eases just enough.
And that little nod, that tiny bit of reduced self-consciousness, it opens the door for the next stage.
The final piece of managing the transition, actual connection and building confidence.
And it comes not from the teacher this time, but from a peer.
Yes, which is often more powerful in breaking down social barriers. A boy named Sammy just waves. Simple gesture.
And asks, hi, I'm Sammy, want to build with blocks? Direct invitation.
But Lina's still hesitant. That fear of incompetence lingers. She whispers, maybe, but I don't know how.
That vulnerability, I don't know how.
And Sammy's response is perfect. He's like a mini leader here. He doesn't laugh, doesn't judge. He just says, that's okay, I can show you.
Instantly removes the barrier, offers help. Collaboration, not a test.
Exactly. The fear of the unknown process just evolves when help is offered right away. Framing it as, let's figure this out together.
That's such a lesson for, onboarding anyone new. Competence starts collaborative, not solo.
Couldn't agree more, especially at the start and the rest of Lina's day. It's basically built on stacking these small, successful interactions.
These aren't just random events in the story, are they?
No, they're quite specific. 4 distinct confidence-building activities that prove to Lina she belongs and she can manage this new place.
Okay, let's walk through that sequence. It starts with the blocks, right after Sammy's invitation.
Right. First up, visible success. They build this amazing tower, almost as high as his ceiling.
Wow, okay, so immediate, tangible proof they achieve something together.
Huge win. Directly counters that earlier I can't find my way fear. It shows capability and successful collaboration.
Okay, visible success. What's next?
Then we get shared focus and group cohesion. It's story time. Miss Sarah claps softly, gets everyone's attention.
And Lina?
She's sitting there with Teddy, but her eyes are wide and bright. She's shifted from anxious outsider to engaged participant in a group ritual. She's part of the we.
Nice. Okay, 2 down. Third.
Third is crucial. Ritualized social bonding. Snack time.
Ah, sharing food. Always powerful.
Totally. Lina nibbles her cookie, but then this is key. She breaks off a piece for Sammy.
Proactive connection. Generosity.
Yes, and the result? They giggled together. Sharing food, sharing laughter. That's ancient human stuff for building trust and bonds.
So the fear of isolation is crumbling bite by bite.
You could say that. And the fourth activity seals the deal.
Which is?
Physical release and self-affirmation. Recess time.
Playtime. Movement.
Lina climbs the slide steps, takes effort, maybe a little scary, and then whooshes down.
And Sammy's there.
Cheering her on. Go, Lina, go! She's not clinging anymore. She's moving freely, taking a small risk and getting positive reinforcement for it. She's mastering her environment physically.
Wow. So
Yeah.
building, listening, sharing, playing, it's a whole arc.
The entire emotional journey, yeah. From that acute flip-flop stress to, well, celebrated independence. It's complete.
And you see the result loud and clear at pickup time.
Oh, yeah. Mom's at the gate. The safety net is right there, reliable.
And Lina runs into her arms, but she's not crying or silent.
Nope. She proudly declares, Mom, I made a friend. And I hardly cried. The book even says her cheeks glowed. That's the payoff. That's success.
What a contrast to the quiet sigh from the night before.
Huge contrast. And notice the communication shift on the way home. Remember how she was silent before?
Yeah.
Now, Lina talked about blocks, stories, cookies, and slides.
All that mental energy that was tied up in anxiety.
Is now freed up, available for detailed recall, for processing information joyfully. She managed the overload, focused on the good stuff.
And that final little scene before sleep, talking to Teddy.
Just captures the whole lesson perfectly. I was a little scared, acknowledges the feeling, doesn't deny it, but school was fun.
Fear acknowledged, positive outcome prioritized.
And the final measure of success. She falls asleep, dreaming about tomorrow.
Not dreading it, anticipating it.
That's the goal, right? The transition flipped her emotional state from dread to anticipation.
Yeah.
And if you look back at the notes for parents in the book,
Yeah.
it specifically advises grown-ups to use this story to talk about feelings and to remind kids that feelings, even big scary ones, come and go. They aren't permanent.
That message feels like the core tool here. Anxiety is temporary. It's a state, not who you are.
Exactly. It's a template for navigating that stress that always comes before trying something new, something big.
Whether it's the first day of kindergarten
Or launching a huge new system at work or moving or anything really. The steps laid out here, they apply.
acknowledge the physical fear.
Validate the specific worry.
Provide a calm guide.
Normalize the discomfort. You're not alone in feeling this.
And then build that competence step by step through collaboration and those small visible wins.
That's the arc.
So maybe the final thought for you, the listener, to take away and apply is this. We know the biggest barrier is often that fear of the unknown, right? So how does seeing this whole journey mapped out from Lina's stormy clouds and flip-flopping stomach all the way to her dreaming about tomorrow, how does that change how we approach any daunting new project?
Yeah, whether we're 5 or 55.
Maybe our job as leaders, as parents, as individuals, maybe it's less about trying to eliminate the fear up front.
Which is probably impossible anyway.
Right. And maybe it's more about focusing on how we can facilitate that arc of discovery for ourselves and for others. How do we help people move through the storm clouds towards dreaming about tomorrow?